and welcome back to Keeping Up in Disney. And today I have a not Disney related video because I actually recently went back to Lost Island Themepark in Waterloo, Iowa. And if you haven't heard of Lost Island or seen the videos on our channel before, I've been there once before and I did make a couple videos like my experience going there the first time, and then also I think I did like a reasons you should visit Lost Island video, just kind of about why it's a hidden gem too. So definitely wanted to go back, and unfortunately I did not make it back last year when the newest coaster Fire Runner had recently opened. I definitely wanted to make it back this year to get on Fire Runner and was super excited to check out Lost Island again. I headed back a few weeks ago, and from where I'm located, like near Chicago, it's about a 4-hour drive, little less, to Lost Island. It's located in Waterloo, Iowa. Got up early on a Sunday and made the drive out there to get there right by kind of opening time around 10:30. Actually got there a little bit before opening. Vibes in the music when you walk in. So that was nice to be able to just get there on time and not have to rush in or anything, and kind of, you know, typically for normal theme parks would be ahead of the crowds and trying to get in some of the lines quickly and whatnot. But with Lost Island, if you hadn't seen our previous videos or don't know much about Lost Island, as of right now, that's not really too much of an issue, as the park is not super busy and doesn't hold a ton of crowds usually. So we had been there 2 years ago, and the last time we went there were basically no lines. It was walk-ons, just not even getting off some of the coasters and rides, being able to ride them multiple times because there was no one even waiting in the queue. So we were kind of hoping it would be the same thing, but unsure of what to expect, because I had seen, because of Fire Runner and just the park gaining a little more popularity, that they had had some busier days and some events going on that had picked up, you know, some small crowds. So I was kind of excited to see what it would be like, and upon going, the crowds were still very light. Pretty much everything was a walk-on. But at the beginning of the day, when the weather was slightly nice still, we did wait in a couple small lines for Fire Runner in particular, never more than like 2 minutes. We basically just waited for the train in front of us to get back or unload the people that had been on the train before us. It really was not bad at all. But when we got to Lost Island, actually, it was raining on and off quite a bit on the drive, and we were kind of hoping it would slow it down a little bit. Empty parking lot, that's what I like to see. Oh, I'm ready. I'm here at Lost Island Themepark in Waterloo, Iowa, and the last time we were here it was awesome and there were no lines for any of the rides, so I'm hoping it's another good day. So Fire Runner is new and we're going to check that out too. And they have the Tamariki out. That's so cool. I remember they had characters in shows last time. But when we got there it was still drizzling, so we weren't really sure exactly what to do, but upon entering too, I was very happy to see that they had one of the park mascots out, one of the characters. It was Aoka, who's a Tamariki. His name is Aoka. Hello. It's nice to meet you, Aoka. And Lost Island has so much lore too. I talked about that a little bit in like the reasons you should visit Lost Island video, but Aoka is one of the Tamariki, which are one of the creatures. I have one of the Tamariki plushes, and I'll show some of the stuff later, but I did get quite a bit of merch at Lost Island, and it's just so funny too how it's, you know, such a small theme park kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not a lot of people know about it, but they go so in on all their lore and just everything for the story of the theme park, like making custom merch and everything for the characters in the story. So we made it in. It is so dead and empty right now. A brief overview: Lost Island is also known as Akmodu and has the different realms, which are, ooh, I hope I can get them, the Mura, the Yuta, the Awa, the air. I'm forgetting what the name of the air is at the moment. I will throw it in the video along with this. And then the Tamariki, which is like the kids area. So, and those are the fire, water, earth, air. So it's like all the elements, but they have their own unique characters too, and lore and everything. And there's a story of all of Lost Island, how they had to fight and defeat Volcanu, who's this evil creature, and the Tamarikis, and everyone teamed up and united all the realms together, and they constructed this golden Oratika thing to destroy Volcanu. So that's a part of the Volcanu ride too, which This is where I was leading. When we entered the park, it was drizzling a little bit. A lot of the rides didn't look like they were running yet, but Volcano is the one indoor ride, so we went there to start the day because it is an awesome 4D interactive shooter.
There is no time to lose. You must help.
After we got off Volcano, we did see Fire Runner running. This mustache was a favorite last time, but look at Fire Runner. Yeah, the single rails just look so weird. It's like weird to see it. I feel like they added this new seating area too. And we decided to walk over there because it was my first time seeing it and being able to go on it, and definitely wanted to experience it. So wanted to give a little bit of a review too. The seating area, it looks nice. Fire Runner was great. It was my first time being on not only Fire Runner, but an RMC single rail. I've been on several RMCs though, like we have Goliath at our Six Flags here. I've been on Steel Vengeance, but this was the first single rail for sure. It was really good. It was very whippy, nice and fast, really smooth. Definitely unique sitting in these single cars, and I do like how it's like a continuous loading as long as, you know, everything functions correctly. It's really cool. So definitely very interesting. I liked the single rail. I could see how like it wouldn't have the best capacity, especially if things are not going super well with the continuous loading and all that. And even just, I mean, having single seats for the train makes it a little bit harder to have higher capacity. So, but it was really great, really compact too. Same thing with like Matugani, the other coaster there. They're both very compact, which is really cool. They're like rides that someone could almost like fit in a big backyard, which is crazy. And they just work perfectly for Lost Island, being a little bit smaller, but still thrilling and really cool. To ride the coaster, you must pass the Bone Throne. I like this a lot. Time for Fire Runner round 2. It was pretty awesome. It is forceful for how small it is. It's got some whip. I really liked it. Fire Runner, it was like a new constructed coaster by RMC, but Matugani and Napuko, the other coaster at Lost Island, both were relocated. One came from Sweden, that was Matugani. The other, Napuko, came from South Africa. So very interesting stories behind a lot of the rides there. And yeah, it's cool that they got Fire Runner, and now actually just within the past few days, they've been teasing something new coming to the Earth section. Really hoping it's maybe like an RMC Wild Moose. They've been saying it's something that like is underground. That's the hints they've been saying. They dug too deep. So I don't know if that means underground or like indoor or just themed to underground or digging, or, you know, we'll find out. But it would be super cool if it's another coaster or really, really cool attraction for the park. So definitely looking forward to another reason to go back as well, hopefully. After Fire Runner, we wanted to go back to Matugani, which was probably our favorite last time just because we rode it like 15 times and didn't have to wait. So Matugani was great again. The market tree always reminds me of the tree from Zelda. All in all, Lost Island was really fun overall. It was, after a certain point, it just kept raining on and off, and the crowds completely died out, like to the point where so many of the food shops, restaurants were closed, all the rides were closed. The only thing to do was Volcano, which was a little bit disappointing. So we just kind of did what we could. We tried some food. Spotted this in a food place, cupcake flight for all the realms. That's so cool. They had this like pizza puff thing that was pretty decent. I will say, just because obviously, I mean, it's understandable, but since there were so few people, like a lot of the snack stands weren't open. There was basically one place to get food the entire day. And during the rain, and kind of just because crowds thinned out, like everything was closed by like 3:30 or 4. The rides were obviously still operating, but it was also funny. I swear at one point, like when it was raining and people cleared out, there were like 5 other people in the park, and all the park employees like knew us and recognized us and have been talking to us and giving us updates about the rain closures and everything. And when they got the rides back up and running, and like they were really trying to get them back up and running and giving us status updates, like every time we would see someone being like, yep, right now we're on this level of, you know, rain code, we're gonna try to get them up and running soon and hopefully get you guys back on the rides. And we're like, okay. It's basically like they were trying to run the rides for just us because there was like no one else there, which I thought it's really cool. I mean, that they do that. They just keep everything going. But I mean, we rode Matugani like 10 times. We probably rode Fire Runner like 10 times. We see the characters in the distance. I want to meet them again. The dancing bumper cars. We rode Volcano like 5 times, and actually the person who was working at Volcano was telling us that a really good score was like 600,000 or something, and you know, he had seen that top like once or twice. And then our last ride, I actually topped 700,000 on Volcano, and I was like, whoa, I don't know if that's a really good score. So I honestly have no idea. Maybe that actually isn't a great score, and maybe he was just trying to like, you know, hype us up and say like, yeah, you guys are doing fantastic or something. But I don't know. If you've been on Volcano before or gotten a high score, let me know what your top score was, because I'm curious. And Volcano is very fun, as always. I found a magical treasure from the sandbox, and one of the people said that if I bring it back, I can exchange it for a mystical creature. So we're gonna find out what that entails. But yeah, we did give Napuko a chance again, and honestly regretted it a little bit. It's a Vekoma SLC, the one that was from South Africa, and it's not great. So even with, I think they did try to fix some of the potholes and things on it, it's not great. I don't know. I mean, maybe try it for the credit, but I don't know. It's an SLC with the Helix finish too, which is a little unique. So cool coaster. It's got a really cool color scheme too, and fits well in the air section of the park, but yeah. We of course did the Amara Aviators, which is like the Gerstlauer Skyfly, which they have at Epic Universe, and the Mustache, also known as, I don't even remember the actual name of it. Mall of America. Unfortunately, the Drop Tower Skyborne was closed, which I actually really liked last time because it has a lot of theming for a drop tower. We did do quite a bit of shopping around in some of the stores, bought quite a bit of merch, so probably see a few of them behind me right here. Some of them are sitting on these shelves, but I'll show everything off a little bit and try to kind of show what I got. We did play some of the carnival games too, like the shooting basketballs and throwing darts, and I actually won the basketball game because I wanted to get a Lost Island basketball, so I'll show that too. But yeah, I guess yeah, I'll quick show the merch and then just kind of close out the video with my overall review. So it's been a few weeks, so I think this is everything I got, but I might have forgotten. So funny story, actually, I got this hoodie the last time we went, and then for the longest time I thought it was lost. I had looked everywhere for it. Even before going back, I double checked again, but I really liked this hoodie, so I was like, I guess I'm going back. I cannot find my hoodie anywhere. I'm gonna buy the same hoodie that I bought the last time I went, if they have it. So they did have it, and it was actually like on sale this time. I don't know, because it's maybe an older design, and I bought a larger size. I bought a double XL this time, so maybe that's why it was discounted too. I don't know. But anyway, got this one. I was like, oh, nice new hoodie. That's great. I love my Lost Island hoodie. And then like 2 days after I got back, I found it. And it was in a spot where I had looked so many times, and it's just crazy how things like that happen. So anyway, I have 2 Lost Island hoodies now, but I'm not mad about it because I actually really like this hoodie. And I guess if anything ever happens to one of them, I've got a backup, and yeah, I don't know. It's a cool hoodie. So yeah, I've got 2 of them now. And anyway, here too, check these out. So these are at Lost Island. Like I was saying, they have exclusive merchandise to their characters. They have these little, like, I think they're called Realm Rascals, maybe, I want to say. I don't know if I'm making that up. But anyway, oh, Cutie Beans. And they're themed to the different characters of Lost Island. So this one is actually like Matugani. Let me see if I can take out one of the sheets. Yeah, so they come in these little surprise bags, like mystery bags. You don't know what they're going to be until you open the egg, and they're in a little bag. So this is Matugani, actually. I really like him. He was the one that I like really wanted, but he was the one that I got when I went 2 years ago. So I obviously got more Cutie Beans this time. They're kind of addicting. They were like $5 each, and every time we would like take a little pause, open our Cutie Beans to see which ones we got, and then like looking at the collection sheet, kept wanting to try to get the rest of them, which was kind of fun. And there were a couple that I wanted that I still didn't get, and as we left, I was almost about to buy a couple more Cutie Beans, and I didn't, and kind of regretted it a little bit. Oh, anyway, so they are, I think the brand is Cutie Beans, but they are the Realm Rascals of the Lost Island Themepark. So look at, yeah, like you've got Yik, Matugani, Haku, the Golden Oratika, Aoka, who's the character meeting at the front of the park, Iki, Pizaki, Udobi, and Kappa. So anyway, I really wanted Aoka. Both my friend and I wanted Aoka, and neither of us got Aoka. But like, check this out. The first one that I bought, we were in the store, and there were people talking about how they've been trying so hard to get the Golden Oratika, and how there's only like 1 in every case of these Cutie Beans that they get, and it's so rare. And I bought one cutie bean and went back to the car and opened it, and I'll throw the clip in because it was the golden Oratica, and I was like, no way. And they do have like the rarities listed on here, so you can see like the common, uncommon, and rare. The Oratica is the only rare one. Matugani, Aoka, and Udobi are the uncommons. So my friend got Udobi, I got Matugani, but neither of us got Aoka, who we both wanted. I kind of wanted Haku too, just because Haku's kind of cool, and I did not get Haku. I did get the Bat Kappa, who I liked, the Golden Oratica, Matugani again, the Dolphin was Pezaki, and I got Yik. So some pretty cool ones. My friend did get, Haku and Iki, who were pretty cool too, and Udobi, but I like the ones that I got. They're pretty awesome. So the cutie beans were a lot of fun. I kind of wish I had gotten like one or two more just to see what I could have gotten. But anyway. Oh, and then also up here, I got the Lost Island 2026 refillable cup, which was just nice to have. And then this is really funny, but like I said, they go all in for the lore. This is the original first edition Golden Oratica statue of Volcano Quest for the Golden Idol from the ride, and just crazy that this exists. It's so funny. Oh wait, let me grab the box. The Oratica idol. Long ago, an ancient evil threatened to destroy Lost Island with the sacrifice of the selfless Tamariki Tika and the combined elemental powers of the four realms. The Oratica idol was created, trapping the monster Volcano inside his lava lair forever. Or so they thought. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but awesome. I think it was only like $20 too, and I was like, the original first edition, gotta have it. They also had like Fire Runner hot sauce and stuff and other cool, very interesting things. So with that being said, next up, I did get the Fire Runner little metal model coaster kit, the Coaster Dynamics Nano Coaster. So you can see I have it right here on the shelf over by my Six Flags model and Steel Vengeance, and oh, there's another souvenir right behind it that I'll show next. But the Fire Runner model looks awesome. Fire Runner was a great coaster. I was really torn between getting this one or Matugani, but I just thought the model of this one looked a little bit nicer. The base was also like a more normal shape that would fit nicely on a shelf. And I really liked Fire Runner, and it was my first time on a single rail, so I kind of wanted to commemorate that. Yeah, it was a great coaster. And then behind it too, put this. Got a little Lost Island Themepark mini snow globe. I just thought it was really cute. It's got the Ferris wheel in the entrance, so I thought that was fun. Just as a little souvenir. And then, is that it? Maybe got the basketball. This was what I won from shooting hoops. I think I made 2 out of my 3 in and got the basketball, so that was cool. It's a Lost Island basketball. That was really the only reason I wanted it. It was just because it was Lost Island themed. I went around to all the different kind of skill carnival games and looked for any of the prizes that were actually like Lost Island specific, not just like general plushes. And this was the one thing I found, so I wanted to get it. And then I think on our fridge too. Oh yeah, and then on our fridge too, I got a Lost Island Themepark magnet that we put on our fridge, and I thought this one was really cool. So just a couple nice souvenirs. Oh wait, now that I was in the kitchen, I remembered. They called it a toothpick holder shot glass. I don't know, but it's awesome. It's like frosted glass, and it's got the coaster design like inside, but then it comes through on the outside too, through the frosted glass. It's really actually super cool. I already have a Lost Island pin. I think it's on here. Yeah, up there. So I was trying to get a different one, and they still had this one, but they didn't have a ton of other Lost Island pins. They did have one for each of the realms, so I was almost gonna get like Mira because I liked the rides in the fire section the best, I think, but I didn't like the actual pin as much. But I thought the Tamariki was funny just because I do kind of like the Tamarikis and Aoka and everything. So with that one, I'll put it on that backpack somewhere, or there, or one of the pin boards. But yeah, those are some of my goodies from Lost Island. The cutie beans, Fire Runner model, little snow globe, Lost Island hoodie, drink cup, the Oratica, the pin, and the magnet. I think that's everything, maybe? So the trip back to Lost Island was really fun.
The Tamariki Guardians who watch over Lost Island. Our quest is simple. Defeat Volcano and save our home. But who is Volcano? A creature.
After kind of doing some more merch shopping, and we had done a lot of the rides multiple times. Oh yeah, Shaman's Curse was really fun again. It's the one that looks like a mustache, and they call it the mustache there sometimes. We also talked with a lot of the characters a lot, and they were great to interact with. Like Bardo and Avi were out, and we talked with the water princess, and she tried to get us to participate in the Mira games, and some other fun stuff happened, and just great interactions throughout the day. Great park staff, awesome operations. The food that we had was good, although there was not much, and then things were closed, which was a little bit of a disappointment. It looks so ominous with the clouds. So there's lightning in the area. Like everything is closed right now except Volcano. So played another game and won a seagull with a French fry. We're gonna bring it back to the car and see if the weather clears. It got soaked here. Just so empty and dead and nothing running. The rides are back open. We're hitting Fire Runner. Merch shopping was great. It was just overall vibes were immaculate. So if you haven't heard of Lost Island or haven't checked it out and you want to check out a cool, super unique theme park that just when you're there, you're like, it is so weird this place exists, but they're continuing to expand and build, and can't recommend it enough. I had a fantastic time. I can't wait to go back, especially looking forward to whatever they're going to be adding and bringing into Lost Island still in the future. So definitely more to look forward to there. And yeah, we got there right at opening. It closed at 6:30 that day, but we ended up heading out around 4:30 or 5 to go get food at somewhere else close that looked good, like a barbecue spot, because we had done everything and it was still kind of raining on and off and drizzling, and we were like, I guess we'll just head out, get back kind of on time. We had a 4-hour drive ahead of us, so heading out after we had a fantastic day and just did everything we wanted to. So can't recommend Lost Island enough, like I said. And if you did enjoy this video, and if you've been to Lost Island or want to check it out, leave a comment below letting me know what you think too. If you're planning to go, it's definitely a really cool spot. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of our Disney content, usually more of our theme park videos, travels, some of the other random stuff we post recently, posted a music video, so might have some more music and stuff coming. I don't know, if any of that intrigues you, give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you can catch more of our fun videos that we'll have coming out soon. And as always, thanks for keeping up in Disney, and we will see you real soon. Bye.